Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honoured guests. Tonight I want to tell you about the Billion Child Appeal. The Billion Child Appeal. What's that about? That's about the potential of children. The potential that each and every one of us has. When we're born, we are born with this amazing potential. But it needs structure, it needs nurturing, so that we can become the human beings fully responsible and we can nurture and bring our talents to the benefit not just of ourselves, but to others around us and to the world. So we need support. Now imagine, just imagine you're going to school, because that's one of the places where we can start developing that potential. But imagine you're going to school, and on your way to school, you are likely to be mugged. If you were lucky enough to have a sandwich, somebody came and stole that away from you. If you actually did some homework, somebody came and grabbed that away from you. It could be so dangerous going to school. If you're a girl, you might be raped along the way. Imagine growing up in that kind of environment. Imagine going to school, trying to learn in that kind of environment. Imagine you go to school one day and the headmaster rocks up halfway through the morning drinking some beer. Would you enjoy going to school? Would you like to learn? How would you feel about that? Well, in South Africa, and not just in South Africa, but other areas as well, there are schools where that kind of scenario is real. There are children living in abject poverty that go to school under those circumstances. And the Billion Child Appeal has one goal in mind, one goal, and that is to help 1 billion children and develop their potential so they can escape poverty for the next 30 years. That's the vision of a man called Alan Whittaker, who came up with the Billion Child Appeal. Let me tell you more about it. I already told you we have the learners. They call them learners in South Africa. They go to school so they can develop their potential. They're not always happy at school because the circumstances are not always very pleasant. And of course, there's a school, and the teachers and the headmasters don't always know how best to do their jobs. And then there's the parents. Let me tell you about the parents. In a country like South Africa, about 50% of the children at school, especially these very poor communities, about 50% of those children have their mother and father, both their parents. The others have migrant parents, parents who go and work somewhere else and leave the children with the grandparents and uncle and aunt to be raised. But there's also children where there's no adult in the household. These are child-headed families. Perhaps the adults have died because of AIDS. And these are the kind of parental scenarios these children grow up in. So along comes the Billion Child Appeal, and they have some programs. I just want to tell you about a few of them tonight. One of the programs is the National Parenting Skills Program. And what they do is they get teachers to train the parents over 3 weekends, 3 weeks, in parenting skills, so that they can help the children get up in time to go to school. They can help the children, encourage them to do their homework, basic parenting skills. And we find that about 50% of parents, and I've explained to you the kind of parenting situation there, they go to these classes And they are just so grateful to get these, be taught these skills. Another thing that happens is the community parent forums. The idea here was that the parents and the teachers would get together and once a month, and they would just have a little chat. My child's not doing very well at maths, and the teacher would say, your child is never in the classroom. And you just have that conversation. But what's actually happened is the community has seen there are children who don't get food before they come to school because there's no adult in the household. So what they've done is they've gone to the Spar shop. The Spar shop is a little bit like your corner shop, and they have asked them to all the foods that are nearly about to expire, the date's about to expire, to give it, so that they can go and make food for the children. Feed them before breakfast, feed them over the weekends. Amazing things. Then there's the Outstanding School program. This is for the teachers, not so much for the teachers, but for the headmasters, the deputies, the heads of departments, the school management team. And over a period of 5 months, they teach them skills like collaborative, participative leadership, strategies to put in place to raise the standards in the school. And with these programs in place, we find that schools, the results, matric results, that's like the A-level results, are raised from like 46% to 68% in that region. Amazing results. This year, through the Parenting Skills program, 500,000 children will be affected, would be caught in that circle of parents that's going to be taught this year. This program has been running since 2008, and we're seeing amazing results. They're going to be rolling out more programs. Time's up, so I can't be telling you anything more about this. This is absolutely amazing. When you get the opportunity to support this, do so, because you'll be part of a miracle.